So yeah, I figured I would, I went over, I went fucking 3 seconds over, I hit stop and it would not stop the recording. So I'm going to do this all over again. Yeah, fantastic. Anyway, game reviews. I got Dead Space because I've been on for a little while. I figured I should play some games. Got this cheap. Fucking amazing. If you like survival horror, this thing is great. I've been a fan of survival horror since I played the original Alone in the Dark on PC, which looked like shit, but was pretty much the basis for Resident Evil. But, I mean, this game just borrows from a lot of different games. It kind of, style-wise, looks a little bit like Bioshock in some ways. The monsters look like they're right out of the movie The Thing, which is a pretty good horror movie. But very heavily based on like Resident Evil 4 and a lot of other things I can't even think of right now. It's fucking burned out. But yeah, great fucking graphics. I don't think I've seen a better looking game on the 360. Not only are the backgrounds amazing and your character looks amazing, the fighting, everything just looks gorgeous. The thing that I love the most about this is when you call up your HUD. You know, it's not really a HUD; it's like a screen. It's it's a third person right over the shoulder, like Resident Evil 4. When you call up the menu, it's right. Your guy is looking at the menu. You're not looking at the menu. You can rotate the menu like this. It just looks beautiful. It's ridiculous. But yeah, phenomenal audio. This game has some of the best audio I've ever heard. And every survival horror game that's worth its fucking weight has got to have good sound. I mean, that's what makes it scary. It's not the visuals a lot of the time. It's the sound. Anyway, storyline-wise, they're not pounding you over the head with it all the time, like some games do. It's pretty much go here, get this part, make this thing work, and then we can move on. And you're pretty much going through every deck of the ship, fixing the whole goddamn thing. But I mean, there's got to be something happening. They got to give you a sense of urgency. They got to make sure that you're doing something, because it just can't be shooting the whole way. I mean, it's just even though you do fight the whole way, it's fun. The weapons are really good. And I'm going to put spoilers in this, by the way. So. It's a 2-year-old game. You should have played it by now, and I should have played it by now. Fucking phenomenal. But I mean, you have this saw blade, which is almost on a fucking telekinetic tether, and it's 4 feet in front of you. It just sits there and spins like crazy. It's fucking awesome. All the weapons are modified tools except for the pulse rifle, which is kind of neat because this guy is an engineer. He's not a soldier. So yeah, he's going through this game, fucking fixing things and blowing the ass off aliens. I've got almost every achievement in this fucking game except for 2, which is really good. But, I mean, they got you doing, most of the quests are pretty cut and dry. Go pick this up, go move that there. But there are some that are actually quite fun, like you're disposing of asteroids in this giant room. And a lot of the zero-G stuff is phenomenal. Really cool. Really well done. Like, I mean, the enemies fighting in space is really neat, too, and the sound is off. And a lot of times you're fighting against not only monsters, but you'll be out in the vacuum, so you only got so much air. You're fighting against your own fucking air capacity, which is amazing. Makes it really scary. Well, yeah, just fucking all-around phenomenal game. This game basically, some people are like, it doesn't have multiplayer. Well, every game doesn't have to fucking have multiplayer, okay? Fuck multiplayer on some games. This game is meant to be a single-player experience, and they do it fucking amazingly. Very creative, very different, very just all-around awesome. Highly recommended. Let's see. I got Kane and Lynch because I understood... Oh, no, wait, I forgot. In this game here, it's cool because you're 2 people helping you. Or one guy is actually from 300. He was the envoy guy from the Persian army that Buddy kicks into the well. They pretty much just took a scan of his face and slapped it right on the character, which I think is really cool because then you get to see what he's really like. And his voice acting is good, and her voice acting is good. But when he talks, you could tell he's a little bit British, and it slips through all the time, or wherever he's from. But yeah, I really liked his character, really liked his voice acting, and the girl too, they're both great. She ends up betraying you and then totally gets killed. The fucking monster comes out of the ground, the end boss, sees her and whacks her with a tentacle, and then fucking puts this fucking 20-ton tentacle on her, grinds her against the fucking hull deck. So she gets her ass kicked pretty goddamn bad. But yeah, the very end shot scared the fuck out of me because I did not see it coming. And if you've played this game, you know what I'm talking about. I jumped, and it was the only time I really, truly jumped in this game. Fucking great game. Best game I played in a long time. Got Kane and Lynch because, from what I understood, this game was a fucking extremely gritty, visceral storyline. The the shooting part of it is actually pretty good. I like it. A lot of tight little combat here and there. It's nothing phenomenal, but it's good. It's good enough. But it's the telling guys what to do. They really, I don't know. They just don't follow orders that well as I would like. One thing that's cool about this game though is when you get killed, you go down, and then they give you an adrenaline shot. So while you're waiting for the adrenaline shot, it's like he's in existential nightmare. He's hearing some of the shit that he's done in the last level, you know, the shit that people are threatening him with. He's worried about his wife. So it's kind of cool that they take you out of the game for a second and kind of throw some different shit at you. And the music is fucking amazing. Really good music. It's funny that Call of Duty, the new one, Modern Warfare, has got riot shields just like this game did. And the bank level, or not the bank level, the airport level where you're hosing down the, you're being a terrorist, was exactly like I thought this game would be, and it is. It's good. It's storyline-wise very good. Very, very gritty, very fucking visceral. Two very imperfect characters. Very not nice guys, but you root for them the whole way. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm going to. It is very good. Highly recommend. And I'm not paid by any of these companies, so any of these companies go fuck themselves, but I'm just saying they're making good games. Alien vs. Predator, I'll do it now. Bioshock 2, more of the same. I didn't think they would be able to top the last one, and I don't think they have. I mean, they could have done things differently, you know what I mean? It's 10 years later, for whatever reason, you're a big daddy that reactivates itself, and you're looking for your little sister, and you got, different... Actually, it's funny, I don't know if Andrew Ryan's really dead, because there's some voicing done that you figure, okay, this is what he did while he was still alive, but he's talking about Lamb, who's the new villain. So it would be cool if Andrew Ryan really wasn't dead. Because in one of his videos, he's saying Fontaine is gone and whatever's gone. He died before Fontaine was dead. So unless he's talking about where everyone thought Fontaine was dead, but I don't know, weird. Anyway, decent game, but I've just lost fucking interest in it. I don't know why. I just cannot keep my interest. I'm gonna pound through it though. I'm gonna finish it, but as much as it is a lot of improvements, I'm just not excited to play it at all. Just more of the same. Same thing with Left 4 Dead 2. It's exactly more of the same, but I actually don't like it as much as the first one for whatever reason. Anyway, Aliens vs. Predator. My brother bought it, said, I fucking hate it, and he probably jumped into the multiplayer expecting to ream everybody, and he got his ass kicked and said, I fucking hate this game. Here, you can play it. But it is heavily based on the original Aliens vs. Predator for PC and Part 2. It's got a lot of the same things. They just pretty much used a lot of the same aspects as far as lighting and all that shit. Weapon-wise, you name it. Well, I mean, the weapons are based off of the two intellectual properties, but are done the same way. I mean, it's almost like a sequel to those two games. It is a little bit based off Aliens vs. Predator, the movie, which is dog shit. Sorry, I didn't see the second one because the first one was so awful. But, I mean, they take that temple thing and just use that as far as the Predator. Well, actually, it's part of the whole single-player storyline. But, yeah, they did it well. They did it very well. It's very hard to make an Aliens vs. Predator game based on two really amazing intellectual properties and make it any good. I mean, you'd be good just to break even, just to make it okay, because it's like making a new Star Wars game. It's so fucking hard to do because Star Wars is, just fucking great. Same thing with Aliens vs. Predator. I mean, these two intellectual properties are badass. I'm walking around as a predator. I'm invisible, fucking stalking people, and fucking, just killing them at my own leisure. It's just fucking fantastic. Same thing with the Alien. You're stalking motherfuckers. All three campaigns are very different, which is good. The single-player campaigns are actually really good. I'm surprised. They're actually better than the ones in Aliens vs. Predator 1 and 2. And the thing that, the graphics aren't the greatest in this game, but the sound is really good, and the fucking lighting is phenomenal. Like, the light sourcing, fucking just great. You're knocking out lights, and you see a big difference when you knock out fucking lights. It's great. The multiplayer, though, fucking really good. I had a lot of fun playing this game, and I haven't really played it that much. The Marines have a huge advantage when they jump right out of the get-go because they're armed and ranged, which is great. The Predator and the Alien don't have anything. Actually, the Alien, all he's got on his side is speed and, deception. It's like hiding and shit. The Predator can just go invisible, and, he's only visible to the Alien. So if it's an Aliens versus Predator match, then the Aliens are at a huge disadvantage. But they implemented a new system in this game where if you sneak up behind somebody, all you got to do is hit X to kill them if you're the Predator or the Alien. Although I really think it should just be the Alien that gets those stealth kills. The Predator should be able to get those kills, but only after he's, beat up his opponent a little bit. Just to make it more balanced. Because the Predator is pretty fucking fast. He can run fast, and he can jump fucking... That's his thing, is to get up high and jump around, which is really good. That's the way it is in the movie. The Alien go any goddamn place he wants to, but I missed the leap that he used to be able to do in Aliens vs. Predator 2. They had this, torpedo launch attack, which is fucking great. It really closed the distance. You can kind of do that, but it's not the same. But yeah, fucking great game. If you want just a good shoot 'em up with, I love the intellectual properties. They're gorgeous. I grew up on them. And that is a fucking great game. They really went out of their way to make it just just like in electrical.